2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Great to have your company for moving day here at the Bass Rock Open. Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam. It's great to have you with us. Rich, our featured player, leads this event, but not by much.
You're always excited about having the lead out there, and he's no different. He just has to go out there and continue doing what he's done so well already. It'll be fun to watch.
Let's get down to the first hole. Okay, let's see if this one sets the tone for the round today. That one's going to catch the thick stuff. He's setting up for his second shot.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
This one is a fair distance here. And he's down there. You got to read?
There's a slope here, and it's going to go right to left on the slope.
Let's come off the blade beautifully. He's going to like the look of this one. That'll be inside the circle of friendship.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Currently 15 under par for the event. Here's a look at the par 5 second.
The scenery on this hole is absolutely magnificent. Rock outcroppings down the right-hand side. Don't get sucked in, though. Tee shot has to favor the left-hand side just a little bit, and from there you're going to have a blind second shot over some more rock outcroppings. Bail out to the right. Do not miss left on this par 5.
Ouch. That's going to make the next shot a bit more challenging. There's 17 feet remaining to the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Oh, what a putt. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Time to play one of the one-shotters.
Well, unless you have an absolute perfect number, there's no reason to go after the flag stick anytime it's on the right-hand side of the screen. Bail out to the left, find the fat part of the green, 2 putts, and thank you very much.
Wonderfully played, fought against the wind.
This one's for birdie. Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
He's currently sitting in first place. And now onto the par 4 fourth hole.
This is a strong par 4. You really need to take on this tee shot. Keep it out to the right near the water as best you can, because that's going to open up your line into this very narrow green. This is a seriously strong par 4.
And he's down there.
Yeah, he's got 190 all the way back here.
Outstanding approach shot.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Putting for birdie here. Our leader has built a 3-shot buffer here as we head over to the next. Teeing off here at the 5th.
What another magnificently difficult hole we have. Take it over the center of that bunker in the fairway. The second shot is straight downhill to a green that's crescent shaped. This is another stunning hole.
Ooh, that one must have caught the downslope. That is goodwill hunting.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Lining up here after a bunch of birdies, Rich.
Always a good way to start. Let's see where they go from here.
Going with less club.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
It looks like a 37-footer at least for this one. This is going to be some good TV.
That came off the blade pretty nicely. That's well judged. Good speed, good line. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. We've arrived now on the 6th, which is a par 3.
All the dangers on the right-hand side, but thankfully, though, there's a little bit of a bailout area on the left-hand side where you can miss the green just a little bit left, and it should kick dead right, hopefully leaving you a nice look for birdie.
Going with the 5-iron here. Exit. Stays left even. And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You gotta love a downhill left-righter.
Four feet to the cup.
A good look at par here.
As we now move to the next hole, he has a 4-shot advantage. Time now to play the par 5 7th.
As you can see, massive bunker basically bisecting the fairway. Out to the left is a safe play, but if you take your drive down the right-hand side, it significantly reduces the length of this par 5. And from there, you've got a long, narrow green with runoffs on both sides.
Playing this shot from around 220 yards here.
Elevated green up there. Luke going to need to take one extra club here, I believe.
And hitting yet another green here in regulation.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens in regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
good look at birdie here. Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. Now on the tee of a long par 4. This is his second shot. Going with the 8-iron here. Lining this putt up from a fair distance. And he's down there. You got a read?
You know, it's tough to see, a tricky read, but it's uphill and a left to righter.
Ooh. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
There is a significant amount of right to left on this putt.
Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4.
Yeah, it's a drivable-ish par 4. I'm going to say ish because only the biggest hitters are able to get it there, but it's most definitely a golden birdie opportunity. Take your driver out. Do not miss it right. Do not miss it too far left. And from there, just a very basic pitch shot, again, to a very long and narrow green.
Handy effort, that one. Second shot here on the 9th hole. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
That is a great birdie putt. And after that hole, sitting now 20 under par. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, this one, it's long range. 220 big yards.
We need this one to bounce right. Putting for an eagle.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I don't know that you can give this enough break off the left-hand side. Whew.
Looks pretty good.
And a relatively good putt from that distance.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
And that'll ensure he remains in first place. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Not quite the shot he was wanting. Second shot here on the 11th. Yeah, nicely played.
Giving this one plenty of space on the left.
Oh, he's going to like the look of this. That's a good outcome.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Leading by 4 strokes after that one. Welcome to the par 4 12th hole.
Finally, a massive, massive landing area out there. So take the driver out and give it a good old walloping. From there, second shot to a very sizable green indeed. But they can certainly hide this pin from you. Beware.
I don't like the look of that lie. This one looks like it's come out a little soft out of that fairway bunker. Probably won't reach the green. That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Not too sure what happened there. That's a very uncharacteristic mistake.
Feet left to the hole.
Nice little par putt here.
And he's down there. You got a read?
I'm down here. I've done the read, and this is a left to righter.
Good stroke. That's a fighting effort. Hit it in strife, but managed to make a good score regardless.
Yeah, in the bunker off the tee. Great recovery.
Hole number 13, a par 3.
It is so difficult to get a good feel for how long this plays just because the infinite edge look of this green. There's runoff areas everywhere around this green. It looks straightforward, but don't kid yourself. This is a really tough par 3.
This one might be in the rough, needs to hold.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
He'll be happy to hold this. 21 foot.
Ooh, this is on a good line.
All right, getting better.
Oh, you beauty. As we head to the next, our leader is ahead by 2. All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th.
Big swinging dog leg from right to left. Avoid that fairway bunker down the left if you possibly can. The coolest feature about this hole is this little amphitheater they've built around the left-hand section of it. This is a really stunningly built green complex. I like it. I like it a lot.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Yeah, this breeze just starting to get up now on the course, and it's directly into the face.
This is a fairly lengthy putt here. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt goes downhill and breaks to the right.
And just about 8 feet left to the hole. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. He sits in first position. This is a short par 4, always a fun hole to play.
This is a really cool hole. Short par 4, it can be reachable, but do you want to take it on? There is so much danger down the left-hand side if you miss it. If you go anywhere left of this fairway, it falls off a cliff face, down into the rocks, down into the sand, to a green that sits well above you. It's a birdie hole, but beware. 6s and 7s, those can come too.
Standing over his second shot. Currently leading by 3. Yeah, good mid-range putt this one. Right on 17 feet.
Looking for another birdie here.
Oh, that's a nice line. Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And he's maintained top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. The 16th is a par 3.
Now, good news, they give you just a sliver of hope with an area to the right-hand side that it might kick your ball left back onto the green. But if you miss it left, you got some rough, you got a pine tree right there. This is just disaster written all over it.
In this wind, what that says to me is he struck that good.
Well, this has been a hole he's unable to take advantage of so far for this event. That's disappointing. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. And as we check the standings, our featured player is ahead by 3.
The harmony on that swing was awesome.
Taking aim from about 180 yards here.
The breeze is moving left to right up there.
Well, that's beautifully judged. Nine feet to the cup.
A great birdie chance here.
And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. And as we stand on the last tee, it's a par 4. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Yep, I've paced this. He's got around 195.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. This one looks like it's going left. And that was a bit of a misfire.
Yeah, wind took that one offline in a hurry.
Close to the surface here, and the green side rough. And a par putt awaits him. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, this putt's going to just veer off to the right-hand side. Starts off looking good.
Oh, that's well judged. He had the right speed there. Easy two-putt. A bogey to finish his round. Through 54 holes, this wonderful golf continues. Our leader in the clubhouse.
Lots of good playing out there. One round to go. This could be a very nervy final round. Lots of players.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. Get set for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. The final round of the Bass Rock Open is upon us. Let's see who'll be crowned champion. Luke Elvey here, delighted to have your company as we get into the action. Oh, I love final rounds, Rich. Not only because we get to go by the end of the day, but this player is in contention to win.
Never easy going to bed with the lead, and they're out here today. It's probably weighing on them a little bit. I got to say, though, this player has been playing well. That's why they have the lead. So they have to be excited, and they have to like their chances going into this final round.
Now to the first hole. And the question on everyone's lips, will he take this title all the way to the finish line? Oh, that's a high caliber shot. His second shot here.
Okay, one extra club.
Seemed to lose the handle on that shot. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. An opportunity to make a par here. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
The perfect leave. Uphill, right to left.
On a good line. Looking good. Yahtzee!
And after that, sitting now 23 under for the tournament. Here we are at the second tee.
The scenery on this hole is absolutely magnificent. Rock outcroppings down the right-hand side. Don't get sucked in, though. Tee shot has to favor the left-hand side just a little bit, and from there, you're going to have a blind second shot over some more rock outcroppings. Bail out to the right. Do not miss left on this par 5.
Going with the hybrid. Oh, that was left all the way off the club. "13 feet to the cup. Oh, well holed for eagle.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
He'll like the look at where he's standing on this leaderboard. Well, there's some real momentum with this player coming off an eagle at the last.
Well, unless you have an absolute perfect number, there's no reason to go after the flag stick anytime it's on the right-hand side of the screen. Bail out to the left, find the fat part of the green, 2 putts, and thank you very much.
Going with the 7. Well, this would be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
This putt looks to be about 33 feet.
So close.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order.
This is a strong par 4. You really need to take on this tee shot. Keep it out to the right near the water as best you can, because that's going to open up your line into this very narrow green. This is a seriously strong par 4. This one headed left.
Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt. And he's down there. You got a read?
You know, to my eye, it's looking a little left to right.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And just checking back in with the standings, and he continues to lead this tournament. Now on the tee of the 5th hole, the par 4.
This is such a difficult driving golf course. Another tough tee shot here. Try and take it over the middle of that bunker. Downhill second shot to a green that's crescent shaped. This is another stunning hole.
Well played, mate. And taking aim from around 100 yards here.
Probably taking one less club here with the green sitting well below him.
Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this.
Big sweeping hooking putt.
Just 3 feet to the cup. Job done. Let's head to the next. He's got a solid 6-stroke advantage on the field as we move over to the next. And now onto the par 3, 6th hole.
Plenty of room on the left-hand side to help maneuver the golf ball down the slope, get it on the surface at all costs. Don't hit it out to the right-hand side. That's just silly. Nothing good out on the right-hand side, Luke. This headed for trouble.
I don't think he drew that one up himself. Time to reload. That one's out of bounds. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
It's pretty straight.
And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
Wonderfully played. He's setting up for his second shot. Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Always like the aggressive play, going forward in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
This is at least a 40-footer. This is way out there, guys.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. That's pretty tidy. Always good to lead the bounce back category. That's a good stat. As we check the standings, it's a massive 6-stroke advantage for our leader. 2 great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4. Oh, that ball should run a fair way. That hit the downslope. It's hunting. Second shot here on the 8th.
He's had a disagreement with the caddy. He's gone down a club.
That should set up another chance.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
John, have you got a read on this one?
It looks like this one will move left to right.
That's a good putt to make that one. That's back-to-back birdies. That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Finally, a little bit of a breather here. A drivable-ish par 4, but only for the longest players in the game. Just a little danger right with a bunker, far left with a bunker as well. Second shot, though, short wedge to a long, narrow green once again.
I thought it was going to hang on, but nope.
Time for the second shot here at the 9th.
Pretty good shot there.
Putting for birdie. In she goes. Let's head to the next. There's no doubt about it, Rich. This is an outstanding position to be in.
Could be some trying times indeed. Tough holes lay ahead, but yes, you're in the position that you want to be, ahead of the pack. The tempo there was exquisite.
Time for the second shot at the 10th.
He's coming out of the rough here, and I don't think that's going to be enough.
That'll work there. And he's down there. You got a read?
Don't be fooled. It starts straight, but there's definite movement to the right at the end.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. It looked like it came out of a cannon. Time for the second shot at the 11th. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, 15 feet out. He's been staring this one down.
And that's for birdie. Well holed. Currently in first position. The 12th hole is a par 4.
Finally, a massive, massive landing area out there. So take the driver out and give it a good old walloping. From there, second shot to a very sizable green indeed. But they can certainly hide this pin from you. Beware.
This is his second shot.
Nicely done.
To a 9-foot chance here. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. Leading by 9 strokes after that one. The 13th is a par 3.
This is such a difficult hole to judge the distance, Luke, because you're basically looking out to an infinite edge green and the runoffs on all facets of the green. This is a seriously benignly hard par 3.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. This putt is about 15 feet to the hole.
This for a birdie.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt's going to come in from the left side.
And that should secure the par on this one. Well, there's an 8-stroke buffer now for our leader as we head to the next. It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole.
Big swinging dog leg from right to left. Avoid that fairway bunker down the left if you possibly can. The coolest feature about this hole is this little amphitheater they've built around the left-hand section of it. This is a really stunningly built green complex. I like it. I like it a lot.
This one is from at least 30 feet out. Whoa, looking for a big bending putt from the right. That one's going to turn out pretty well, I think.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Welcome to the par 4 15th hole.
I got to say, this is a really cool hole, but do not miss it to the left at any point on this hole. It's a great birdie opportunity, but you can see anything missing left. You got rocks, you got a bunker that sits well below the green. This is a dynamic hole where 3s and 7s can be found easily.
Yeah, great rhythm on that swing. The power play, you got to love it.
Love seeing that aggressive play, Luke. Great drive.
And he's down there. You got to read.
You can be positive with this because it's up the hill and moving left to right.
Looking good.
You've got to like the look of this. You beauty. What a putt. Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Welcome to the 16th hole, the par 3.
Now, good news, they give you just a sliver of hope with an area to the right-hand side that it might kick your ball left back onto the green. But if you miss it left, you got some rough, you got a pine tree right there. This is just disaster written all over it.
Opting for the 5-iron. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
This is looking like 33 feet, I'd say, to the cup.
Okay, he's starting this one out to the right and it should come back.
Ooh. A par putt awaits. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Leading by 8 strokes now after that hole. Teeing off here on the 17th hole.
Yeah, anything hitting down the right-hand side is a complete error, or you're a genius and you just don't know it. Second shot, back up the hill to a horseshoe-shaped green where everything kicks from the sides, from the back, from the front. This is actually a pretty good birdie opportunity, believe it or not.
From around 180 yards out. Looks to be going with the 6-iron.
Yeah, this one's a little bit left. Not so nice.
Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Oh, it's so hard to tell, but I think it's a little bit right to left.
And an outside chance here.
This has got some intent. Wow, what a putt. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Welcome to the par 4 18th. Not a bad line, this one. Standing over his second shot. That's a little wayward.
And missing it long with that approach, not a good leave.
Ooh, wouldn't it be nice to chip this in and win the tournament? Ooh, that almost went down. And here, this putt to win the Bass Rock Open. And ladies and gentlemen, he's done it. That putt seals the win.
Luke, the victories, winning never gets old, but this is getting out of hand, isn't it? Another victory on the season.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich B and the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Sit down and make yourself comfortable. It's time to start our first round coverage of the Open Championship. It looks like a great day out there. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Henny Koyak is walking with the feature group. John McCarthy on the course as well. And Rich, this week the Open Championship has come back to Royal Portrush Golf Club in Northern Ireland. Of course, the site of Shane Lowry's dominant victory in 2019. Take us through what makes this such a demanding layout.
Andrew, if I had one perfect golf course to choose from around the world, this one would be it. I think this is a blend of hard, complex holes, a blend of short, easy holes, but at no time can you ever take a break from thinking about what the next shot has to be, because it keeps you on your toes every single shot. This, to me, is the perfect golf course, no matter what the weather is.
This is a 9-iron on the way. Now that is nowhere near the hole location, but at least the putter can come out of the bag.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
All right, not bad from there. This putt from 6 feet away. The putt goes in, and it's a par to open things up.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
As we move on to the next hole, we take a quick peek at the leaderboard, and he is in a tie for 4th. This looks like a really strong tee shot. Well, Beamer, here we are at the Open Championship, the oldest event in golf. Why is this event so special to so many people?
Because it brings in players from all over the world, unlike any other tournament, Andrew. You got players from Asia, Australia, India, the South America. It's just like it's a worldly event. And it's really the first tournament that I remember seeing players from each and every country, and not just watching them, but celebrating them. And I thought that was pretty amazing. And so I got to watch the Open Championship as a youngster and was always intrigued by the size of the crowds, but more about the players who you might not have ever heard of because of where they played and grew up. But I also learned really quickly that these guys can flat out play, and it's shown that throughout the years as golf has developed and now become a bigger entity around the world.
He is looking left.
Staring down a very long putt here. John, give us a read on this putt.
This putt should take a pretty hard break to the right.
Oh, a 3-foot putt.
This for par.
Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead. Here's the 4th hole. It's a par 4.
Challenging tee shot right here, out of bounds, comes in close down the right-hand side. A couple of menacing bunkers down the left. From there, your second shot goes into an opening. Anytime the flag is placed on the left-hand portion of the green, you will not be able to see the flag stick. This is a strong hole.
Pulling hybrid out of the bag. Really well played, and now an opportunity for birdie at the 4th hole. 4 feet remains. Have not had a birdie all day. That can change right here. And with that, he moves to 3 under par for the championship.
Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
If the winds are favorable, tee it high and let it fly. A wide open fairway out to the left-hand side. As you get closer to the green, a wide opening for your second shot, giving you endless opportunities to get your second shot close. A very long green at 45 yards.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
He's going to have to do some calculations here because there is the wind playing into.
This is a ball striking clinic. Yet another green in reg here.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And he will move to 4 under par now. And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage. The 6th is a par 3.
No bunkers surrounding this green right here, but don't let that fool you. Plenty of runoff areas on all sides of this green. Tough hole.
Okay, clubbing down.
That's not a bad outcome. I know it's not on the fairway, but it'll do.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
And this one is for his par. Currently 4 under for the event.
The 7th hole is a par 5.
Deep bunker on the right-hand side must be avoided at all costs. Second shot, you're landing it into a very narrow opening, so you got to be careful and not lose your focus. Third shot, straight uphill to a green with a bunker on front right and plenty of runoff areas surrounding it.
Well, we'll see what happens, but you love the aggressive style here with driver. Oh, I can hear the golf claps around the course. How about this birdie putt? He makes the putt and extends his lead. He is on the move now at 5 under for the championship. Here's a look at the par 4 8th hole.
Do not miss your tee shot to the left whatsoever. There's nothing fun about it over there. Out to the right-hand side, you got a couple of bunkers that you want to avoid. The next shot, though, is fairly easy. Even though the green sits above the player, it's pretty flat. Not a lot of movement in this green. A good birdie opportunity.
Look out left.
You really got to hit the green there.
What a shame. Has hit a lot of greens today, just not on this occasion.
Nine feet to the cup.
For bogey.
Oh, almost. Henny, how challenging is this putt?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet.
And putt is underway.
There's never a good time for a double bogey, but that was a really bad time. No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. The closing hole on this opening 9 is a par 4.
Yes, not long, but back in the prevailing wind most times. Missing it down the left-hand side. The rough is nasty, and the berms are atrocious. You find the bunkers where you're going to make bogey anyways. The second shot back into the breeze. No bunkers surrounding this green, but a low spot out to the right.
Never easy out of the rough, but that was well executed. All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
It's going to go down the hill here and to the left. Let's see how he handles it.
Wow. A par putt coming up. Well, now still a lot of work to be done. 4 feet to the cup. Okay, that's a bogey, and the lead diminishes. As we head to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied for first. The 10th hole is a par 4.
No fairway bunkers on this tee shot as it doglegs from left to right. As you turn to the right and make your way towards the green, it is a very narrow green, but with plenty of distance in it. You can make birdie if you find the right section of the green. If you do not, though, 3 putts will happen.
This is a 7-iron on the way.
This wind really starting to get up. That was well managed.
An opportunity to make birdie.
This one's looking good.
And with that, he moves to 3 under par for the championship.
And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
Probably the most difficult tee shot on this course. A very narrow area out to the left-hand side. Only the biggest hitters can carry that dogleg down the right. From there, you have a green that sits up above the player with one lone bunker on the left-hand side and a huge drop-off on the right.
That's well executed. This one's heading towards the green. This putt coming up is for birdie.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
And he's down there. You got a read?
A tricky little slider here. Downhill, moving to the left.
And that's a nice looking putt. Judged it well. Got a short one coming up. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Currently at -3 for the round. The 12th, a par 5.
This is a nice reprieve after a tough stretch. Missed those bunkers down the right-hand side, and going for the green is definitely an option. Again, no bunkers surrounding this green, but some massive runoffs to the right-hand side. The left-hand side would be the best place to miss.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out. A tough break there. Just getting into that second cut of rough.
This would be a great up and down. This putt is from 14 feet.
Trying to save a par here.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This one looks like it breaks hard left to right.
It's just about 3 feet away. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. And he'll move back to 2 under after that one.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Par 3s always offer up that hope of a hole-in-one.
Straight down the hill, dotted with bunkers, both left, right, and center. This green chases away from you just slightly.
Going with the 5-iron here. And he's hit that inside the range. This now for a share of the lead. Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. The 14th is a par 4.
And a really difficult tee shot here. Do not hit it right in the bunker or left in the bunker. Avoid both of those, and you have a second shot that plays uphill with runoffs once again going in all directions. The worst miss you could have is left in that greenside bunker.
From around 170 yards here.
Pretty good win back into the player's face.
Opting for the 6-iron. That one's got into some heavy grass, I think. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Big par saver coming up for this fella. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole.
To 15, a par 4.
A gettable hole for the longer players because they could reduce this hole in length considerably.
This is dicey to say the least.
All right, not the best, but back in position. Onwards and upwards from here.
Needs this putt to save par and save momentum. Okay, moving on to the next. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead. 16, a long par 3.
16 gives me nightmares. It is a long par 3 with danger everywhere. You don't ever want to bail it out to the right-hand side and find the middle of that mound, or you'll be making 4 or worse every day of the week.
5 wood is the choice. A birdie putt coming up. This could be a big one. Henny, what more can you tell us?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
Another birdie. 6 of them on the day. And now after that hole, we've got only one name atop the leaderboard. It's our featured player. To 17, a par 4.
Love this tee shot. Hit it to the crest of a mound, and from there, it's all downhill from there. I've seen players in the past, as it blows so hard sometimes, take putter down the hill for their second shots. What an incredible view standing from the top of that hill.
He really played that one well out of the rough. Yeah, that's what you're looking for when you're trying to hit the green. Just get it on, pin high, and now try to make a putt.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
Henny, how tough will this putt be?
I'm thinking a little left to right here.
The putt goes in, and that cushion is getting wider.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
He is on the move now at 5 under for the championship. The closing hole at Royal Portrush is a par 4.
Bail your tee shot out to the left-hand side, as finding those bunkers is a massive no-no. From there, you're going to have a longish second shot to a green that just has one lone bunker on the right-hand side. Big sweeping mounds on the left, though, will carry it down into a low area. Anything coming up short will be on a flattish area. Pretty easy to get it up and down.
Nice out the rough here.
All right, we can work with that. All right, a longer putt remains. Ooh, that was close. This putt from 4 feet. A par to wrap things up on 18. He's really going to be happy with this round, finishing the day on top of the leaderboard.
It's goodbye for now. Looking forward to the next 3 rounds.
Well, that will do it for today. For all of us here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. Thanks for watching. Pga Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Second round coverage of the Open Championship starts now. I'm Andrew Catalan. Great to be back with you today. As we join you for today's coverage, our featured player is currently in 5th place. Let's see if he can get something done and make a move toward the top of that leaderboard. Setting this one up from about 100 yards away.
1 extra club required to this elevated green.
I like the looks of this one. Will it get there? This is the 3rd. That nearly went in. And a 4-footer left.
He's got this for his par.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player in a tie for 5th. Let's take a look at the par 5 second.
A dog leg from right to left. A trio of bunkers down the right-hand side that you're trying to avoid. From there, second shot goes into a very narrow gap, which leaves you a 3rd shot back up the hill to a green that's slim in size but deep from back to front. A big zone on the left-hand side, a low area that you want to avoid at all costs.
This one is tracking right at the hole. Amazing.
Oh, so good. What a shot.
Yeah, this was a gift. Wasn't expecting this.
A good result there, as he is now 7 under par. Stepping on to the par 3 third.
Hole 3, just one lone bunker there, a short left of this green, but lots of runouts on short, left, right, and long. Distance control is imperative to find this green.
The club choice is a 6-iron. The mission is simple here. He has to get up and down. Well, a big par save could mean a lot going forward. Down to Henny.
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
That starts off on a good line.
Ooh, what a putt. Here's a look at the way things stand. He is currently in the tie for 3rd place. Here's a look at the tee of the par 4 fourth.
A couple of menacing bunkers down the left-hand side. Second shot is of the utmost importance if you want to make birdie. Looks like this one might be in the bunker.
Let's see what happens out of this bunker.
Birdied this hole yesterday, but totally different circumstances today.
Looks like a similar approach to yesterday, Rich.
Had a good result here yesterday. Hopefully conjure up some more of those good thoughts.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that shot right there. We've got 15 feet to the cup.
This is important. Big par putt here.
You gotta love the perseverance on this hole as that putt drops.
Nicely done. Well fought hole right there. Bunkered off the tee, but makes that nice par save.
Here we are at the 5th hole.
So many different ways of challenging this hole, but if the winds are favorable, give her a go.
That should find the fairway. Yeah, that one will play. Chance to move to 8 under here. And he's down there. You got a read?
Just going to cruise on down to the left-hand side.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
When the pin is all the way back here, hit it into the center of the green. Really difficult, challenging hole.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Okay, that'll work. He has about 14 feet to the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Get excited. This could go in. Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
We make our way to the par 5 7th hole.
Big bunker on the right-hand side must be avoided off the tee at all costs. A 5 here is really good score.
Oh, look at this soar through the air.
9 under for the tournament. That was really well played. Henny is right there.
Yeah, he's got just over 16 feet here.
Here is the eagle putt.
Surely it's going to.
He gets that one to drop. After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard. Over to number 8. It's a par 4.
All the danger is down the left-hand side off the tee. If you find the fairway, the green is flat and gettable.
I like that one. And Rich, we've seen this before. The player was in a similar area yesterday.
Let's not think about what happened here yesterday with this next shot. It wasn't very good. Needs a little ground help to the left.
This one a good distance away. Henny, how tricky is this one?
Yeah, it's going to bank to the left-hand side, this one.
Here comes the putt and starting off good. Tracking nicely. Yes! No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. Time for the tee shot on this par 4 hole.
A menacing hole indeed. Usually plays right back into the teeth of the wind.
Not super tight, but a makeable putt. This putt to get to 13 under.
So far, so good.
And the birdie putt drops.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And now teeing off on a par 4.
Love this hole. No bunkers anywhere. Such a cool feature.
Look at that drive. He got all of it. Okay, Henny, what do you see down there?
He's got about 140, I'd say.
Really well done. What a putt this would be to get to 14 under.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
The putt goes in and the lead continues to grow. As we move on to the next hole, he is up by 5 shots.
Hole number 11 is a par 4.
This is an impossible drive back into the breeze with just a sliver of fairway to be found.
That is absolutely spot on.
From around 140 yards here. This is one of those great ball striking displays. Fairways and greens. A pleasure to watch.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? Now teeing off on the 12th hole.
Long straightaway par 5. It's a nice reprieve after a tough stretch of holes.
Wow, he let the big dog eat there, didn't he? His second shot here. That one just a bit too far offline. Holding up the birdie putt here. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. Currently 15 under par for the event. Hole number 13, a par 3.
Good news, it's got a massive green complex as it's dotted by bunkers all around.
Going with the 7. Pretty sure that one's headed left. Sadly, in the sand, but a chance to make up for the error. On the green now, but a bit of work left to do here. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You know, I've been prowling around. It's definitely uphill and moving to the right-hand side.
Ooh. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
Yeah, putting for bogey here.
And our leaders managed to build a 5-shot buffer over the field. On the tee now, the par 4 14th hole.
A strong tee shot, a strong hole all around. 4 is definitely a great score here.
Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. This one's headed right, Rich. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Just 3 feet to the cup. The putt drops, and we're moving on. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard.
And now teeing off on this par 4.
Finding the middle of the fairway is always a good idea, especially here at the 15th. Going and going and going.
Looks like about 120 yards left. That's a really nice approach shot.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Well, this would be really nice to get a birdie opportunity. He makes the putt and extends his lead. And after that hole, our featured player still atop the leaderboard. Going with 5 wood. On the green, but a different area code. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
From the get-go, this is a big left-to-right breaker.
Good looking stroke right here. This putt still tracking nicely. Will it go? Oh, so close. And just to tap in as we move on to the next. Now to 17, a par 4.
Difficulty here is finding the fairway, but if you can, you're going to have one of the best second shot views in all of golf.
That's the thick stuff.
Not quite going to be as easy to birdie this one today as it was yesterday.
This is missing to the right.
Just a little bit off on that shot.
Distance control not easy when you're coming out of the rough.
He needs this one to save par. As we move on to the next hole, our featured player has a 6-shot lead. Time for the tee shot at 18.
down the left-hand side, off the tee is the line.
Oh no, looks like the ball likes that heavy stuff.
Well, they can't all be good.
Yeah, this is lovely.
That's a textbook swing on the approach shot.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
A birdie on 18 to close out the round. And the second round comes to an end, and they are in first place.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
It's been a great day. We thank you for joining us. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you soon. Get set for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. We're back for the third round of the Open Championship. Hi again, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan. Great to be back with you. And Rich, as we check the leaderboard at the start of this third round, our featured player is sitting on top.
Well, this is where everything starts to get a little bit real for these players now, isn't it? 36-hole lead. You're sitting on that lead with just 36 to go, and you're the hunted. This is going to be fun. This one headed left in a hurry.
And that's just sneaked into the second cut of rough.
This one from 4 feet away. The putt goes in, and it's a par to open things up.
Steady as she goes. Nice start.
Here's a look at the par 5 second.
Yeah, a little dog leg from right to left, a host of bunkers down the right-hand side. A birdie is possible, but you're going to walk away happy with a par.
Wow, he's going to like that one.
You know, Andrew, I think he's going to go for this one.
Okay, going with driver off the deck here. Nah, this one is a little too far offline. Looks like it's headed to the rough. This is his third. This putt left for birdie. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
Getting hot early. Nothing like it, Rich.
Ooh, hot start indeed. A lot of holes to go.
Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place. Stepping on to the par 3 third.
Shortest little par 3, but lots of dangers surrounding this green.
This is a 7-iron on the way.
Now this is headed for the second cut. Steady on.
Okay, green side, a chance to get up and down. Okay, now looking at this putt to save par. Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. Let's see what happens here on 4.
Danger lurking out of bounds off the tee shot. Second shot to a green that can hide the flagstick.
This one appears to be fairway bound. And Rich, this is a similar spot to yesterday.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
And a very long putt remains. That one just rolls by. 5 feet remain. Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard.
To par 4, the 5th hole.
Short par 4 right here. Birdie is definitely gettable.
Oh, well done.
The perfect wind swing. Nice and easy.
A look here to get to 18 under the card with this putt. Oh, what a putt.
Game face on early here, Luke.
We've arrived now on the 6th, which is a par 3.
No bunkers surrounding this green right here, but don't let that fool you. Plenty of runoff areas on all sides of this green. Tough hole.
Oh, great swing there. Going with the 6-iron here. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. And he's down there. You got a read?
This one looks like it will start straight and then move to the right.
Birdie putt was oh so close to dropping. Our current leader is enjoying an 8-stroke advantage.
Teeing off here on the 7th.
Even though it's a par 5, it is not an easy hole.
Awesome stuff.
How about this play, pulling out the driver? Now this putt for birdie. Henny is greenside.
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup.
A short one left for par. As we head to the next hole, our featured player is ahead by 8 shots. A par 4 here.
If you find the fairway off the tee, birdie is definitely a possibility.
The ball is in the fairway bunker.
It's going to be challenging to replicate the birdie from yesterday.
Out of the sand. All right, the putter can come out now. Setting up here with a long putt.
This is to save par.
Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
This putt's going to go uphill, break left to right.
Putt on the way and looking good early.
That was the line.
A bogey on the scorecard, and things might be turning a little bit. Before we move on to the next hole, we show you that our leader is up by 6. We're at the 9th. It's a par 4.
Yes, not long, but back in the prevailing wind most times. Missing it down the left-hand side. The rough is nasty, and the berms are atrocious. You find the bunkers where you're going to make bogey anyways. The second shot back into the breeze. No bunkers surrounding this green, but a low spot out to the right.
Going for less club here.
Okay, that's going to play. This putt is from 18 feet away.
This is to make a deposit in the birdie account.
There's a birdie, and that's just what the doctor ordered after bogey on the previous hole. As we check out how things stand, our leader has a 6-shot cushion. That's the type of swing you want to take with you every time out. Okay, we've got about a 140-yard shot here.
Breeze straight into him.
Okay, that'll play. 5 feet to the cup.
This for a birdie run.
That one goes in, the 4th birdie of the round.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Converted from a par 5 into a par 4. This hole is brutal.
This is full send.
Beautiful swing there. This shot is about 140 yards out.
Straight downwind, tough to put a lot of spin on it and hold the green.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
For against the wind to stick that one.
All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Well, I think this one's going to be going left to right.
This one's tracking. Currently sitting at an impressive 20 under par here. Here we are on the 12th, a par 5.
Avoid all the bunkers with your tee shot and go find yourself a birdie. That dog will hunt.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, he's got a good deal of help from the wind here.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. A birdie putt awaits. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. The 13th is a par 3.
Straight down the hill, dotted with bunkers, both left, right, and center. This green chases away from you just slightly.
That's definitely left of the green.
Well, I'm not sure if that was intended. The bunker was in play there, but now it's on the surface. It's a good outcome. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
And this is at the very least 40 feet. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here.
Well, that one's come off the blade with intent.
They're going to get it really close.
And makes it. What a bomb. Still in the lead now after that hole. Next up is this two-shot hole.
And a really difficult tee shot here. Do not hit it right in the bunker or left in the bunker. Avoid both of those, and you have a second shot that plays uphill with runoffs. Once again, going in all directions. The worst miss you could have is left in that greenside bunker.
Second shot here on the 14th hole. Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Yep, that shot safely on the green. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This looks like it's going to go left.
And from long range here.
Gee, it's got some good speed about it. Oh, so close. And tapping it in for par. Currently now 22 under the card.
Teeing off here on the 15th.
A gettable hole for the longer players because they could reduce this hole in length considerably.
I thought it was going to hang on, but nope.
Uh-oh, this one leaking out to the right.
Not a green in regulation. That's a tough one.
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
This putt from 5 feet. And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. Now to 16, it's a par 3.
Bail your tee shot out to the left-hand side and take your chances getting it up and down from there.
Five wood is the choice. A birdie would look really nice on the scorecard.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
This one should turn left.
Good effort from there.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
It's a double-digit lead for our featured player, up by 10. The 17th hole is a par 4.
Love this tee shot. Hit it to the crest of a mound, and from there, it's all downhill from there. I've seen players in the past, as it blows so hard sometimes, take putter down the hill for their second shot. What an incredible view standing from the top of that hill.
There was a game plan there, and that approach was executed nicely. He's got this left for birdie. The putt goes in, and that cushion is getting wider. The closing hole is a par 4.
Find the fairway on the left-hand side. Hit your second shot a little bit short of the green. Chip and putt for your par.
Let's see what the featured player can do from about 160 out. Let's see if 8-iron was the right club. On the green, that's always mission number 1. 17 feet away from the cup. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
The only movement in this putt is by the hole, and it's to the right.
Man, that was close. 3 feet to the cup.
There's a lot of chicken left on this bone. It's a right to lefter.
And a par to finish out the round. Three rounds are done, and our featured player has a comfortable advantage.
That's exactly where any player would love to be. But with such a huge margin, you know it's yours and yours alone to lose, not just win. It's still going to be exciting.
That will do it for us today. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports. Pga Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup. The final chapter of the Open Championship will be written today. Andrew Catalan back with you. Thanks for joining us today. Well, it's already been a great start to the event, and we're thrilled to have you join us once again here on 2K Sports.
I think this one is heading for the bunker.
Down to John.
I'm not seeing a whole lot of ball in the sand here, guys. Let's see how they deal with this one.
Well, bad shot, bad break, whatever the case may be, that did not work out well. You think about the confidence this player has after winning in their last event.
Winning breeds confidence, doesn't it? It wouldn't surprise me to see them make another strong one at the title again this week.
That rough was not easy. Well played. He needs this one to save par. All right, Henny is with this group. Henny, what do you see?
Honestly, guys, I stopped counting at 40 feet. This is way out.
He's got this one for a bogey. And he nails the putt.
not a great start right there, but plenty of holes left in the round.
Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
And a great opportunity to get your round started with a birdie.
That's going to work nicely for him. On the green in 2. How about that?
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
This putt has a length of 15 feet. Henny, how tricky is this one?
I've given it a good look. I see this one going left at the hole.
Did not hit it. What a shot. A tap in left for birdie. That goes in for birdie, and that's exactly what our featured player needed coming off bogey on the last hole. Time now for a par 3.
Distance control is of the utmost importance on this shortish par 3.
This is a 7-iron on the way. Yeah, I like that. That's okay there. That's a safe shot. This putt is from 16 feet away.
He's got this one for birdie.
Looks good.
That putt goes in, and what a start for our featured player, adding to the lead.
Fantastic start right out of the gate.
And we're on the tee of the par 4 4th hole.
Challenging tee shot right here, out of bounds, comes in close down the right hand side. A couple of menacing bunkers down the left. From there, your second shot goes into an opening. Anytime the flag is placed on the left hand portion of the green, you will not be able to see the flag stick. This is a strong hole.
Not a bad result right there. Let's go down to Henny.
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
All right, we can work with that. This one is 13 feet out. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
Ever so slightly, this one's going right.
Come on. He's got this one for par. Okay, on to the next. Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out, currently in first place.
And as we move to the 5th, it's a par 4.
If the winds are favorable, tee it high and let it fly. A wide open fairway out to the left-hand side. As you get closer to the green, a wide opening for your second shot, giving you endless opportunities to get your second shot close. A very long green at 45 yards.
This is his second shot. Unable to find the green on this one.
Airmail the green with that approach.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par.
Oh, you know you want to.
Oh, that's all class.
Nothing like it. Good stuff.
Great feel, great judge, great speed. Yeah, I like this.
Leading by a potentially insurmountable 11 strokes after that one. Not sure why I said potentially. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. There's this one to kick right. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 27 feet from the cup.
Oh, this looks pretty handy. Looks to have some good speed about it too. No! So close. And just a little bit of work was all that was needed to finish up there. Our current leader is enjoying a 10-shot lead.
Teeing off now on this par 5.
Deep bunker on the right-hand side must be avoided at all costs. Second shot, you're landing it into a very narrow opening, so you got to be careful and not lose your focus. Third shot, straight uphill to a green with a bunker on front right and plenty of runoff areas surrounding it.
This is a bold choice. Driver off the deck. Not shy about that shot on the par 5 and 2.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home and 2.
Gonna really have to hit this one. This putt starts on a good line and still looking good. And it drops in.
What an amazing putt from way out.
After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard. Well, let's see what happens here at number 8.
Do not miss your tee shot to the left whatsoever. There's nothing fun about it over there. Out to the right-hand side, you got a couple of bunkers that you want to avoid. The next shot, though, is fairly easy. Even though the green sits above the player, it's pretty flat. Not a lot of movement in this green. A good birdie opportunity.
That is going to work.
All right, he's going with a little extra club, gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
16 feet to the cup. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
This one's going to gently meander from the left.
And it drops. That's the 4th birdie of the day. And after that hole, our featured player is in first place. Over to hole number 9. It's a par 4.
A menacing hole indeed. Usually plays right back into the teeth of the wind.
All right, Henny, what does this look like?
Setting up this shot from about 120.
Those are the shots you practice at the range over and over, and boy, does it pay off here. This putt for a birdie. And that counts. That's the 5th birdie of the day.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. Now to the par 4 10th.
No fairway bunkers on this tee shot as it doglegs from left to right. As you turn to the right and make your way towards the green, it is a very narrow green, but with plenty of distance in it. You can make birdie if you find the right section of the green. If you do not, though, 3 putts will happen.
This one's right of the green.
Tough one to dial in. Looking to get up and down from here. Oh, that was so close. 5 feet remains.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
No change atop the leaderboard after that hole.
Time to tee off on the 11th.
Probably the most difficult tee shot on this course. A very narrow area out to the left-hand side. Only the biggest hitters can carry that dogleg down the right. From there, you have a green that sits up above the player with one lone bunker on the left-hand side and a huge drop-off on the right.
Well, this looks a rather familiar position. I feel this approach is from the same spot as yesterday.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today.
Opting for the 9-iron. Just a little off with the accuracy there. Unable to find the green.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
How close was that to going down? He has this putt to save his par. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Hole number 12 is a par 5.
This is a nice reprieve after a tough stretch. Missed those bunkers down the right-hand side, and going for the green is definitely an option. Again, no bunkers surrounding this green, but some massive runoffs to the right-hand side. The left-hand side would be the best place to miss.
This now, his 3rd shot. And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
This one's going to go pretty hard to the left.
Putting for a par now. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Hole number 13, a par 3.
Good news, it's got a massive green complex as it's dotted by bunkers all around.
Opting for the 6-iron. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
A really good look at birdie.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off now on the 14th hole.
A strong tee shot, a strong hole all around. 4 is definitely a great score here. Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Playing from around 150 yards here. Choosing the 9-iron here. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader. Hasn't managed to birdie this hole this week. This one might need to curl a long way back from the left. It's just about 3 feet away. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
We've hit the par 4, 15th hole.
Finding the middle of the fairway is always a good idea, especially here at the 15th.
This one might run right through the fairway. That looked like it could have ended up in trouble, but it stays in the fairway. This one is headed toward the second cut.
A tough break there. Just getting into that second cut of rough.
Okay, green side, and the goal now is to get up and down. Okay, this putt for par, trying to get out of here without any damage. Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place. Here's the par 3, 16th hole.
Hit your tee shot out to the left-hand side and take your chances getting it up and down from there.
On the green, but a ways to go. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
Looks like this will move to the left-hand side as it goes up the hill.
This putt on a good line. It's on a very good line. Getting better and better. And just this short one left for par. And after that hole, our featured player still atop the leaderboard. Now to 17, a par 4.
Difficulty here is finding the fairway, but if you can, you're going to have one of the best second shot views in all of golf.
That's a disappointing shot. Okay, Henny, what do you see down there?
He's going to want to double check the yardage book here because this is downhill.
That is a wonderful shot out of the rough. Keep an eye on this one. Tap in birdies. What a beautiful sight. The putt goes in and the lead continues to grow. Taking a look at the leaderboard, he's got the lead. We've reached the final hole of the event with the lead. Can he close it out? Ooh, absolutely unleashed it. Looking at my yardage book, it looks like about 140 yards remain.
This one's left of the green.
Here it is, a putt to win it all. Okay, Henny, what can you tell us about this putt?
It's about 34 feet out.
This putt starts off nicely. Getting better. Looking great. And it goes in.
This is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Rich, just an incredible performance, back-to-back wins on tour.
Impressive, absolutely impressive. Winning breeds winning, but it also takes a lot out of you. So to contend again the week after winning, boy, I'd say this player is something special.
Well, that'll do it for today, folks. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and the entire crew, I'm Andrew Catalan saying so long, and thanks for watching 2K Sports.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Time now for the opening round of the 3M Open live from Minnesota. Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elvey. It's great to have your company as always. Alongside me is Rich Beam, and out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, who'll be following all the action. And Rich, before we get to the action, just a few thoughts on TPC Twin Cities. It really is a golf course that the players love to get after.
They do. Again, I think it's because you're coming off of a long stretch over in Scottish in the Open Championship. You want to come back and just kind of get your feet back on U.S. soil and get your bearings about you. And what better place to do it up in Minnesota? I think that coming here to a golf course that yields a lot of birdies, you really have to make a bunch of them out there. But that's what players want to see. You know, the conditions are usually benign. The golf course is not set up that difficult. And it's one of those weeks where you can come back, get back into a groove in the U.S., but also work your game into shape because you know that you're able to make a bunch of birdies over the next 4 days, other than what it was like, you know, playing in all the conditions over in Europe the last 2 days, or last 2 weeks, I should say. It's a good golf course, not a great golf course, but don't let that fool you. It's not a pushover either.
And this shot from about 150 yards out. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Great shot. 7 feet to the cup.
Looking for another birdie here.
And after that, he'll move to 2 under for the tournament. Rich, the third hole plays as a par 5 for when people get to play the course casually. But in this PGA Tour event, it's a strong par 4.
It is just over 480 yards, and the line off the tee is at those 2 fairway bunkers through the fairway. From there, you'll have an open look to this green that moves from back to front. It's truly a strong par 4.
Oh, this would be handy if it could bounce right. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. John, what's the line on this putt?
Looks like this one's going to go pretty hard to the right.
Oh, that's a good line. It's tracking towards the cup. Yeah, that's one of those putts you're happy to walk after. Did everything but go down. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Currently a couple under for the event. All right, Rich, birdie chance here at the 4th.
It can be, Luke, if your distance control is spot on. This is a 2-tier green, and when the pin is all the way in the back left, it can be difficult to get it all the way back there.
Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. This putt for top spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
18-footer here is what he's facing.
I don't mind the look of this. Come on. Yes, the putt drops. Beautiful. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. There's plenty of twists and turns around TPC Twin Cities, and the 5th is another.
Massive, massive fairway here at the 5th. So tee it high, let it fly. Second shot straight back up the hill to a green that's fairly flat with a little bit more movement in the back portion of it. It's a cool design.
This one's heading left, I think. That's just inside the range.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 5 under. Rich, the par 5 6th. Reachable in 2?
Most definitely, but you have to take an aggressive line down the right-hand side. Hitting it anywhere left into that bunker or otherwise is just a no-go zone. Out to the right-hand side, though, you get a clean look at this green. Water over on the left-hand side. The obvious place to miss your second is out to the right.
from about 100 yards. Oh, tidy looking shot that. Oh, this will be a bonus. Right on 17 feet from here.
Little birdie look in here.
And he's down there. You got a read?
This putt is breaking right to left.
No, he won't be happy with that. That's come up short. Just a short par putt needed on this hole. And as we check the standings, our featured player is holding down second place behind the all-time great Tiger Woods. A chance to be aggressive here, Rich, at the short par 4 7th?
There's really no reason to be, because there's not much room up there, and only the biggest hitters in the game could possibly get it on this green. Just lay it up with a long iron or a fairway metal. That will leave a short second shot to a green that's flat and is just begging to be birdied.
Rich, every time we get the chance to wax lyrical about Tiger Woods, you think, how else can we sing his praises? How can we eloquently describe one of the greatest careers in the history of sports?
Luke, I don't know how you say anything more about Tiger that hasn't been said or written or shown. I mean, if you look at the history books, his name comes up a lot, and for good reason. You know, the numbers are astounding. The major victories are astounding. You know, this guy, it wouldn't surprise me if a spaceship came down and he decided to just walk on it and fly back to his home planet. He's just otherworldly like that. And the way that he's gone through his entire career and time again produce when you think, well, no, he can't do this again. Well, okay, yes, he can. It's phenomenal. I just got to say that I am so privileged to have played against the man, beat him once. I made it count, however, but I mean, just to play in his era was, I tell stories about it for my end of days.
This is his second shot. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've got it going right to left here.
A par putt on the table. Now, that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. The back nine at TPC Twin Cities begins with a short par 4, just 375 yards.
No real reason to take out driver here and give it a whirl, Luke. Just a fairway metal down the left-hand side. Left of that fairway bunker there should set up a very simple and straightforward wedge shot.
That was wonderfully done. A 7-footer right here. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And that will move him to 6 under par. The 11th, though, a sterner par 4, measuring 470 yards.
Straight back uphill as well, Luke. You don't want to be in that fairway bunker on the right-hand side, so bail out just a little bit to the left. Second shot, straight back up the hill to a green that is very deep.
Playing this shot from about 180 yards. Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
What a putt that was. And with that, he moves to 7 under. Stop if you've heard this before. Tiger is coming off a birdie on his last hole, and that will take him to 1 off the lead.
Starting to get a little warm out there, Luke.
Oh, that is a thing of beauty. Second shot here on the 12th. And going with driver off the deck with this shot. Well, that'll work there. Oh, it'd be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle. John, have you got a good read on this one?
Looking like a pretty hard right to left break in this putt.
That's great golf there. So close to the eagle. Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. Opting for the 5-iron. That was a bit of a miscue.
Shocking, a missed green in regulation.
Time for the second shot here at the 13th. Ouch, that hurts. That hole's done. So, still currently in the lead after that hole, but Tiger Woods is lurking in second place.
Absolutely tattooed that one.
And just in the first cut here. Oh, that is brilliant. Look at this one. Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
And he's done it. He's holed it, and that means he extends his lead. The 15th, par 4, and a strong one.
Fairly simple and straightforward tee shot here as the fairway pitches in from both the right and left-hand sides. So hitting the fairway shouldn't be much of a problem. From there, the second shot goes straight back up the hill to a green that's protected by bunkers on the left-hand side. This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Yeah, 15 feet out. He's been staring this one down.
Bit too heavy-handed there. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. And at the conclusion of that hole, our featured player leads the tournament with Tiger Woods trailing in second place. And Rich, here we are at the 16th at TPC Twin Cities, and not a long hole, but there's plenty of trouble around.
Water right, bunkers left, but let's face it, Luke, not a long hole, no need for the driver.
And not a good result there. He's setting up for his second shot.
Always got to give it a bit extra out the rough.
Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. All right, safely out of the bunker, and now a chance to make a putt. John, have you got a read on this one?
And this one going left to right there, Luke.
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. A bit too much pace on that one. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. And after that hole, our featured player leads, but Tiger Woods is stalking right behind them. And that one's on the dance floor, but a long way from the DJ. Put a good stroke on this one. This one's got some momentum to it. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on. So, still currently in the lead after that hole, but Tiger Woods is lurking in second place. Well, Rich, this finishing hole at TPC Twin Cities really sets up for a dramatic finish, doesn't it?
Risk versus reward. 583 yards. If you hit a big drive, you can take on the green in 2.
Lovely effort, that.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Maybe going for the green, are we? Five feet coming up to the cup. And that's a nice way for the round to end. Finishing up with the birdie. And that there is the completion of a very nice day's work. Has the lead, Rich?
He doesn't like to be the leader. It's always good. Remember the first round? You'd rather have it the last round, though. But I got to say, good start.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, good day, folks. It's time to get ready for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. We're set to begin our second round coverage here at the 3M Open in Blaine, Minnesota. Luke Elvey here alongside my booth mate, Rich Beam. It's always great to have you with us. Beamer, this player really hasn't been getting it going in this tournament, finds himself trailing the lead. What are your expectations of them today?
Well, certainly they're stuck in second gear out there, aren't they? They just make a birdie or two and then they give it back with a bogey. So they need to quit making mistakes. They need to go ahead and start putting this thing in third and fourth gear and start cruising down the highway a little bit quicker, because right now they're trailing. They can't afford to give any more back.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
Starting out to the left. Watch this one, though. It's going to come back.
He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. That's 9 under par for the event. Teeing off on the par 4 second now.
This is a tee shot that I believe must be challenged. You must take driver out to hit it over that bunker down the right-hand side to leave yourself with as short a second shot as you can possibly get. This green can cause all kinds of problems as it pitches from left to right down towards the water. It's a birdie opportunity if you're bold enough to take on the tee shot. This one is chewing fiber.
That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. And he's down there. You got a read?
It's just going to cruise up to the left-hand side.
That's a shame. Got a little bit too much of that one. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par.
And being a couple off the lead, they can't afford to miss those birdie opportunities.
This hole's a tough two-shotter, a long par 4. That's an awful error. Standing over his second shot. They caught it really clean out of the rough. This one could work. That's well played. Pin high. Good look at a birdie here. Oh, what a putt. Time to update the standings now, and our featured player is in second place behind Rory McIlroy. Let's go to the fourth. It's a par 3. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Attaboy, good shot. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Moving to the next hole, and they're currently tied for the lead with Rory McIlroy.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Quality shot, that one. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Had a good result here yesterday. Hopefully conjure up some more of those good thoughts.
Yeah, this one, it's veering off a little bit to the right.
Found the green side rough. Still, not a bad spot. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
Who doesn't love a par putt?
And updating the standings, they're currently in top spot alongside Rory McIlroy. The 6th hole is a par 5.
Wow, that's an incredible drive.
Taking on this approach now from a pretty similar spot.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
This one is right down the pipe. Oh, stop it. What a shot.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
After a quick look at the leaderboard, our featured player is on top with Rory McIlroy in second. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
7th hole at the Twin Cities. Risk versus reward. Do you feel brave? Driver will get you glory, but an iron will keep you safe off the tee.
Time for the second shot here at the 7th. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. This would be a great up and down. Putting for a par here. And that puddle drop. Well done. After a quick look at the leaderboard, our featured player is on top with Rory McIlroy in second. We've arrived now at the par 3 8th.
This is a really cool designed long par 3. As you can see, the green is not very deep. It is wide, and there's lots of pin placements to use on this green. Probably my favorite hole on the golf course. Luke?
Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is a big old left-to-righter.
It's just about 3 feet away. After a quick look at the leaderboard, our featured player is on top with Rory McIlroy in second. Next up is this par 4 hole.
This is fraught with danger everywhere. Out to the right, out of bounds comes into play quickly. If you miss it over to the left, there's waste area that you want no part of. find the fairway, and the second shot demands you keep it left of that water. Anywhere on the green on the left side is a fantastic play.
Might not have enough out of the rough on this one. Yep, okay. This is at the green.
Wow, what a shot. And this putt coming up for his par. And Rich, he's doing a lovely job out there, taking care of business.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. That forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
That reminded me of the Big Easy, silky smooth. Second shot here on the 10th hole. Nicely done. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet. Nice one, fourth birdie of the day. After a quick look at the leaderboard, our featured player is on top with Rory McIlroy in second. Oh, you couldn't paint a better picture. Gorgeous. Here we have the second shot into the 11th. Going with the 5-iron here.
Oh, that is unbelievable.
A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 11th. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
After a quick look at the leaderboard, our featured player is on top with Rory McIlroy in second. The 12th, a par 5. Oh, that's a sweet-looking swing, that one. His second shot here. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. Oh, this is the stuff that gets the juices flowing. Driver off the deck. Setting up from the first cut here in the green. With this putt to move to 15 under par. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
Well, how good was that? Nice birdie. Now 4 shots up after that hole. We have a par 3 on this one. Opting for the 5-wood. Setting up miles from the hole. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Looks like this one's going uphill and to the right.
This is a par putt. Our leader is currently out by 4 strokes as we check the standings. It's time to begin this par 4 hole. time for the second shot at the 14th. I think he's caught that one quite nicely. And hitting yet another green here today.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. He's leading by 5 shots as we head to the next hole. A long par 4 this hole.
Fairly simple and straightforward tee shot here as the fairway pitches in from both the right and left-hand sides. So hitting the fairway shouldn't be much of a problem. From there, the second shot goes straight back up the hill to a green that's protected by bunkers on the left-hand side.
And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards.
Feeling strong, going for less club.
Oh, that one almost went in the cup. An opportunity for a birdie here. Well, this is an impressive display by our leader. Now out by 6 shots over the field. We have a par 4 on this one.
With the tees all the way back, it's just a fairway metal or a long iron off the tee and a wedge from there to a green that's not very deep but wide. Every once in a while, though, they'll move the tee box up, and when they do, get after it.
Playing this shot from 120 yards. Oh, well played into birdie range here at the 16th. He's making this look easy, keeps surging ahead. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. Welcome to the par 3 17th hole.
Yeah, oh no, this one's left.
This would be a great up and down. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
This one is for par.
Leading by a whopping 7 shots after that one. Well, here's a good time to be aggressive on the tee of a short par 5.
In the lead and could extend it with a birdie or an eagle on this short hole. Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
Playing this shot from about 230 yards out. Now he's got his eyes set on the putting surface. An aggressive play here.
Man, that was unlucky. Just getting into the first cut.
Oh, well played. This would be to finish off the day with a birdie. And that will do it for this player today. And through 36 holes, this player continues to shine out there in top spot.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Great to have your company here from Blaine, Minnesota. It's moving day of the 3M Open. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam. Glad to have you back with us. Rich, do you fancy this player's chances?
Well, they've got the lead, and there is a significant chasing pack, so they can't get too wrapped up in what's going on behind them. They've got to kind of keep their nose out front. They got to keep pushing along and play the golf course. Don't think about who's chasing you down. Just think about playing the golf course. But if you do find themselves falling back a little bit, then they need to go ahead and start making a little bit different push, maybe come up with a different game plan. But right now, out in front, they just kind of have to play the golf course right now and keep that in their sights.
Could not be more perfect.
This is his second shot. That was a top effort, that one. So close to going down. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
This for a birdie run.
Sitting at an incredible 21 under for the event. And we've arrived now at the third. It's a par 4. That's some good golf right there. This shot here near the 200-yard marker. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Well, a little off the target with that one. This sand shot awaits. That is a touch of class from the bunker. And he needs this to save par. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 4th. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. Going with the 6-iron here. Well, this would be a big putt to make. The birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is looking to be 35 foot.
Oh, let's put a pure putt on this. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead. Now on the tee of the 5th hole, the par 4.
Massive fairway here at the 5th. So tee it high, let it fly. Second shot straight back up the hill to a green that's fairly flat with a little bit more movement in the back portion of it. It's a cool design.
What an escape artist. That was a horrible lie.
This one's for birdie. 15 feet to the cup.
A good look at par here.
And he's down there. You got a read?
I've got it going left to right.
Leading by 9 strokes after that one. As we head now to the par 5 next. Wow. They let the big dog eat on that one.
Woof.
Time for the second shot here at the 6th. And he's safely on the green. Oh, 13-footer coming up here. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
It's a long par 4. Danger lurking down the left-hand side with cavernous bunkers. Don't miss it a little right. Water is in play as well.
Well struck. Well, this would be a familiar spot, Rich. It looks like the same one as yesterday.
Yes, and let's hope it's not a similar result as yesterday.
That got a little out of control, I think.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Par putt coming up here.
This is no gimme, guys. There's a lot of right to left here still.
And after that hole, this player is ahead by a whopping 10 strokes. The 8th hole is a par 3.
This is a really cool designed long par 3. As you can see, the green is not very deep. It is wide, and there's lots of pin placements to use on this green. Probably my favorite hole on the golf course. Luke?
Yeah, that was a safe play. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is just going right the whole way along.
So close.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Par 4, 9th hole here.
This is fraught with danger everywhere. Out to the right, out of bounds, comes into play quickly. If you miss it over to the left, there's waste area that you want no part of. Find the fairway, and the second shot demands you keep it left of that water. Anywhere on the green on the left side is a fantastic play.
Oh, this one looks pretty handy here. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Here we go, the 10th hole.
No real reason to take out driver here and give it a whirl, Luke. Just a fairway metal down the left-hand side. Left of that fairway bunker there should set up a very simple and straightforward wedge shot.
He's setting up for his second shot. That was special.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
Looking for another birdie here.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And it's a score of -24 as we head to the next hole. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Straight back uphill as well, Luke. You don't want to be in that fairway bunker on the right-hand side, so bail out just a little bit to the left. Second shot, straight back up the hill to a green that is very deep.
Taking aim from about 170 yards. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. And he's safely on the green with that shot. And he's down there. You got a read?
There's a slope here, and it's going to go right to left on the slope.
Oh, just missed the birdie. That's a shame. Easy par, that. Our current leader is enjoying a 10-shot lead. Here we are on the 12th, a par 5. Look at that thing penetrate through the air. That was striped.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
and taking aim from around 100 yards here. That's a super shot. That's another green in regulation.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
And that'll ensure he remains in first place. This one's a par 3. Going with the hybrid. He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, Luke. This is a surprise, missing this one.
Now it's time to get the putter out. That's safely on the surface. Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. That's disappointing. Oh, a 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these.
This for a bogey.
Now 8 shots in front. We've arrived at the par 4 14th hole.
That is right down the sprinkler line.
Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. Putting for birdie. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. Let's head to this lengthy par 4.
Fairly simple and straightforward tee shot here as the fairway pitches in from both the right and left-hand sides. So hitting the fairway shouldn't be much of a problem. From there, the second shot goes straight back up the hill to a green that's protected by bunkers on the left-hand side.
This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. Is that right? I think so. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
Gotta try and save the par here.
Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead. Welcome to the par 4 16th hole.
Water right, some bunkers left, but as you said, driver not necessary on the short par 4.
Oh, that is bombed. Come on, get down. Handy effort, that one. Always nice to have a birdie putt. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. And he's holding steady in first place after that one. Well, here we go, Rich. We're at the penultimate hole, the 17th.
Coming off a birdie at the last, looking to add another one.
Opting for the 5-iron.
Just needs a little bit more of a kick to the right.
This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close. That one's going to break a long way from the left. They're going to like the look of this one. That's in the circle of friendship. In she goes. Let's head to the next. The 18th hole is a par 5.
What a drive. Look at that.
Down to Henny now, and how does this player's lie look?
Oh, no. This is nasty. Just no.
Oh, well played. Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. But now man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
It's moving up the hill to the left. Let's see what happens.
Just 3 feet to the cup. And his round will conclude with a par today. Well, this is lovely play, and it just confirms it after grabbing the 54-hole lead. Good playing, Rich.
Yes, you always want to be in first place going into the final round. And saying that, it can be uncomfortable as well. We'll have to see how this player tomorrow handles the pressure.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studio. Pga Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're bringing you all the final round coverage of the 3M Open from TPC Twin Cities. Luke Elvey here. Welcome back. We're delighted you've joined us. All right, Rich, this is a great day for our featured player going to the final round, but there's a name right behind them on the leaderboard that's got to give them some headaches.
Any lead is a great lead, and this player has been head and shoulders above the rest of the field. Hopefully another really good day of golf ahead of us.
Penny, is that lying okay?
He is going to love this. It is sitting up.
Opting for the 9-iron. That one is up, but not close enough to the hole. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Good speed.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
And now that finds him in first place. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. And over to the second we go, and it's a par 4.
This is a tee shot that I believe must be challenged. You must take driver out to hit it over that bunker down the right-hand side to leave yourself with as short a second shot as you can possibly get. This green can cause all kinds of problems as it pitches from left to right down towards the water. It's a birdie opportunity if you're bold enough to take on the tee shot.
Well, this is some lovely momentum to take into the tournament, coming off a last start win, Rich.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the player is firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. And this next putt, it's for bogey. Ooh. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
An uphill left to righter.
That one went a fair bit distance by the hole. This is a triple bogey attempt here. Ooh, slow down. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. That's got too much heat. Okay, and after that hole, now 21 under for the event. Time now to forget the horrors of the last and focus on this next tee shot. Well played, mate. Setting up this approach now from a similar spot to yesterday.
Let's not think about what happened here yesterday with this next shot. It wasn't very good.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This putt is around 36 feet away from the cup. Okay, good start at the junction. It's going to indicate right.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Here we are at the 4th hole. Well, on the tee now, coming off for par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. And choosing the 8-iron here. And that one's headed to the drink. Going with the 8-iron here. He's got his 5th shot coming up. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And this next putt is for triple bogey. After a quick look at the leaderboard, our featured player is on top with Rory.